Some of them went golfing, or gambling, or just gallivanting around town while on the clock. Valentina Pierce admitted doctoring her timesheet to play hooky from her job at the Environmental Protection Agency for a total of 5 full work weeks.
I'm Scott MacFarlane with Channel 4.
It went on for 2 years, costing taxpayers $15,000 for work she never did, before the feds caught on and prosecuted her for fraud.
We would like you to stop it.
John Beal, a high-ranking EPA official, executed a bigger scheme, pretending to be a CIA agent as a way to get permission for an extra paid day off work each week. About 13 years passed before investigators discovered Beal didn't work for the CIA and that he'd burned taxpayers for hundreds of thousands of dollars in free vacation time. His work emails obtained by the News 4i team show his CIA scheme. He tells colleagues, "I'm off to points unstated, just leaving Langley." Alan Williams investigates these cases for the EPA's Office of Inspector General.
This isn't as rare as we think it is.
No, it's not rare. It's not rare. I like to say here at EPA, I think it's just a fraction, a small percentage. But again, I don't know what I don't know.
Internal government audits obtained by the News 4i team reveal in the past 3 years, more than 60 workers across the federal government have doctored their timesheets to sneak out of work while on the clock.
And our review found this happening at federal agencies throughout our city, not just the EPA, but also at the Pentagon. About a half dozen cases at the Department of Transportation, at the Labor Department, the Smithsonian, NASA, and all told, we found this costing taxpayers about $1 million just since 2012.
A jury convicted Herman Ransom, a top official with the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, of theft for going to the casino while on the clock. At the General Services Administration, a D.C.-based worker worked on his swing at a local golf course, bragging in an email, "Everyone's in," and he said he was using slick leave to get out of office. Williams says government managers should be cracking down on these no-show workers.
Had the manager or the timekeeper did their due diligence, then they could have, prevented this from going further.
But that wouldn't have stopped Valentina Pierce. Why? Because she was the timekeeper at the EPA. Pierce managed her office's timesheets, and prosecutors said she figured out a way to doctor them.
The agency isn't going to police themselves. That's why they need an internal watchdog, and that's the Inspector General.
But David Williams of the Taxpayers Protection Alliance says many of those inspectors general are underfunded. The I-Team's review found nearly every major federal government inspector general recently instituted hiring freezes or reductions in training or travel because of tight budgets, even though those offices save money by reducing fraud.
$1 spent with the Inspector General, they can save upwards of $12 to $20.
In the meantime, most hard-working civil servants risk getting a bad rap.
I still think, maybe we just touched the tip of the iceberg.
Because of those gambling and golfing workers goofing off on the clock. Scott MacFarlane, News 4i team.